Hey, what is up, everybody? Happy Monday. I hope you guys are having a wonderful start to your week. I missed you all this weekend. I hope you guys all had great weekends as well. And thank you all for kicking off your week with me here this afternoon for another installment of Deplorable Discussions. We have a good show today. We've got Scott of Woke Societies joining the panel, which is going to be a lot of fun, getting what will be his final visit of 2023 onto the show, and very much looking forward to talking to him. But first, we got to say hi to everybody, right? Let's go around the interwebs, say hello to all of our friends hanging out with us today, and then we will jump into the show officially at the top of the 4 o'clock hour. Let's see, True Patriot, Truth Teller 101, Q-Boys, and Lino Vincent. Good to see you guys over on D Live. Hope all is well this afternoon. Shout out to those of you on Rumble, although I know Rumble's having major issues today with their website. I wasn't even able to set up the stream until about a half hour ago, and even now it's acting odd. I can see the numbers are way down over there. So it is what it is. Hopefully that just brings more and more people into the comfy bunker on pilled.net, where they all belong, right? Liberty's Great Awakening, Spiky 999, Brian 1871, all able to get in there. And of course, Mike Maven over there offering support. Always appreciate what you do, Maven. And it's great to see you over there. All right. Shout out to the Cloud Hub, Odyssey, Twitter, and YouTube viewers as well. You guys don't get individual call outs, but if you'd like one, jump on over to the comfy bunker on pilled.net, or I'm about to say hi to as many people as I can before we run out of time here. Let's see who's all over on Pill. Jump in the chat and say hello. Lightspear, Lance, how you doing, bud? Happy Monday. Ken, Chris, great to see you. Joe Elaine, keeping the chat super comfy as always. Joe, thanks for all you do. Due Diligence, Floyd, happy Monday, bud. Hope you're well. D. Richard in the house. It's great to see you. Patriot 714. How's it going, my friend? HL Paco, welcome. And Truth Teller 101, double dipping. Love to see it. Norm, Hang 10, Alien Surfer in the house. What's up, brother? Good to see you. We got Spiky 999 out there. Spiky's always double dipping. We got Brendan Gowerly and Barb Robbins hanging out with us today. My brother Oilman 94 in the house. What's up, Oilman? How's your week starting off, buddy? Due Diligence with a cookie, a Maple Bar Monday cookie. Delicious. Thank you for kicking off the gold pills today, Floyd, as usual. Appreciate that. And R. Harrell right behind him with a cookie of their own. Thank you, R. Harrell. I appreciate that. And it's great to see you. Jenker 2, how are you? Welcome. Cali Patriot 14, Bella 214. Welcome. The Prince GT says, let's fucking go. Yes, let's go. I'm pumped to kick off the week here today. Tweety 52, great to see you. And Roy Stones and Bones checking in from sunny California. Good to see you, Roy. Let's see. Trump Red Pill 1 says P2P sent me here. Shout out to the P2P podcast. Great people, great show. And definitely appreciate the love they send our way so often. The Gray Man, what's up, Gray Man? Draw 64, how are you? Range Pony in the house as well. What's up, Range? Esther G13, good to see you in the comfy bunker today. Salty Ma'am 20, good to see you as well. Brian 1871, how's it going, buddy? Conserva Chris in the house. What's up, Chris? Wood Geek, what's up, Wood Geek? Good to see you. Duppy, what's up, Duppy? I caught a little bit of you on with Sandra a couple weeks ago. Or was it last week? I think it was last weekend, not this past weekend, but the weekend before. Keep crushing, bud. Keep crushing. Hard Knocks PhD, how are you? Good to see you out there. Cynthia, Fazik, Genesepi, great to be with all of you guys today. Good afternoon, Mr. Gerardo. Hope your Monday's going well. Eagle Freedom in the house. Space Cookie, how's it going? Good to see you as well. Val Hal checking in. What's up, Val Hal? Vanita 71, Don Ritchie 17, Sig, your Dragon Slayer, Laura Y repping the 412. Let's go, Laura. We got Cisco Kid out there as well. Liana Wilbert, it's so good to see you. Hope you're having an awesome Monday. And Secret Weapon, what's up, Secret Weapon? Steve B, what's up, Steve? How you doing, man? It's good to see you. Spirit 54, welcome. Ammo Maker out there. Good to see you as well, my friend. We got Trace 1010, Gorilla P in the house. What's up, Gorilla? Glass Wanda checking in. Good to see you, Wanda. Dave 75, Qhio 17. Great to see you both. Let's see. Eyes Wide Open. Good afternoon. Great to see you. We got Maven dropping a can. Says happy Monday, Adel and 412 fam. Cheers, Maven. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. As always, it's good to see you in the chat helping out. Appreciate all you do. Just Fed Up. How are you? Target Driver. Great to see you. M1911 Zoom in the house. What's up, my friend? Let's see. Anybody else that I haven't gotten to yet? Oh, of course, Kaiman Molan Lave checking in from South Africa. Kaiman, how's your weekend, brother? It's good to see you, my friend. We got Cautious and Abrasive out there as well. Welcome, welcome, welcome to everybody tuning in, kicking off your week with us here on 412 Productions. I see Lacey Anders and Silebor over on D Live also. Good to see you guys. Good to be with you guys. What's up, Jay? I see you over on the Comfy Bunker on pill.net. Awake Russell in the house as well. What's up, Russell? How we doing? All right. Well, it is the top of the 4 o'clock hour. I think that means it's time to officially get this broadcast underway. We'll be right back in just a few moments.
We will make America strong again. We will make America wealthy again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Y'all for tuning in, Patriots United, doing what we gotta do to win. Be addicted, the MS7, now we're moving in. And once we take over, we won't ever move again. Where we go on, we go all, I say it with pride. No, we won't run, we won't fall, we're right by your side. The demons have taken hold, but none of us will abide. Stand strong as damn bold, that's how we'll survive. 412 is the production, Monday through Friday, deplorable discussions. We're making it hard for the deep state to function. Every time they switch up the narrative, we debunk it. Adel Nero is the power that's controlling the plight. With all you patriots behind them, cause we're all in this fight. So many rhyme for so long, but we're giving them sight. Trapped in the world of darkness, but we're bringing them light. You may either find yourself in a different life. A lot of us have, and honestly, that's perfectly fine. Because exactly where you are at this moment in life is where you're supposed to be at this moment in time. It's all by the sign, the patriots are holding the line. They must have lost theirs, thinking they're controlling our minds. So many trapped in mental prisons, don't know they're confined. They're just slaves in the system to the roles they're assigned. That's sad, the good news is that we're waking them up. They have monopolies on minds, but we're breaking them up. Everything you thought was news, they were making it up. When we ascend, all the tyrants won't be making the cut. Let them all burn in the hellscape they create. We the people already mapped out our escape. We hold each other by the hand as we all elevate and go to a different place. They can never get chased. When I look into the future, I can see that it's bright. When this history is written, they will see that we're right. We formed our own community and the circle is tight. But I expand the circle with every word that I write. The pen is sharper than the sword when you wield it with might. Why do you think they try to kick us off all the sites? These people hate America, punish us out of spite. We are the beacons of hope in the darkness of night. So let's go, strap in, yeah, get ready for the ride. Watch the water, we're witnessing the turning of the tide. Feel the passion and the fire that you got burning inside. Take the narrative they're feeding you and turn it to the side. We're alerted to the lies, replacing with the truth. We know the plan they devised, they're invading the youth. Now we're only sending vibes, just start raising our boots. These demons all weaponized, now we're raising our troops. Now we're raising the roof and sounding the alarm. Remember that it's always darkest before the dawn. Life is a game of chess, they want to use you as a pawn. You're only useful until you're not useful, then you're gone. But not us, we're on the right team where we belong. Everybody is invited, so come follow along. We refuse to say things are right knowing they're wrong. Adel Nero, take the mic and take flight, cause it's on.
And now, straight from the Steel City, it's your host, 412 Adel Nero.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Happy Monday. We are kicking off another week here on 412 Productions. It is Monday, December 11th, 2023. And I've got a hell of a panel for you guys today. We got my OG crew, Drunk Pinata and Tennessee Homesteader, both riding shotgun today for the next couple of hours. Plus, our special guest for the afternoon, making his monthly appearance onto the show, Scott DeGroat of Woke Society. Scott, how you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, Adam? What's up, TN and Drunk Piano? How you guys doing? I'm doing good, man. I just celebrated my 34th birthday on Tuesday and my oldest, Liam's 6th birthday on Saturday. So December is kind of one of those months where lots of birthdays, lots of holidays, and lots of celebrating. So I'm doing great, man. How are you?
I'm fantastic, man. Yeah, it sounds like you got a lot going on. You got a lot going on. You do anything fun for the birthdays so far?
I did absolutely nothing besides get a nice sushi dinner for myself and a 6-pack. That's about as much fun as I can have with all these kids. So it was
Bud Light, or was it Bud Light, was it?
no, oh fuck no. It was it was a local Nashville beer that I absolutely love. It was great. I had a little bit too much, honestly, and I took the next day off, had a little bit of a hangover. So I'm not 21 anymore. But I enjoyed it nonetheless, man.
Are you a what kind of beer do you like? Are you like a hoppy guy, like IPAs and stuff like that? Are you more of like a lager, stout, porter? What?
More lager now. I used to be more into the IPAs when I was younger because I like to get as shit faced as I possibly can the quickest. But those days are kind of over. Like if I'm going to have anything, I have to, I know where my buzz level can go before I come completely useless to my wife. And that's usually where it ends. So I'm more on the lighter side now with the like this one I have is a Black Albie. It's a Belgian style blonde ale. It's a local one and it's one of my favorites down here.
Okay, nice. I like those Belgian styles for sure.
Yeah, sure.
Well, it's great to have you, and I'm sure you're very, very distraught right now to learn that Rumble isn't working.
I'm celebrating, bro.
Yeah, you can hear the sorrow, the pain, the anxiety coming through God's voice. That's probably why he has his camera off. He doesn't want you guys to see the mascara running because he's just so damn sad about Rumble not working today. That's all right, man. We'll be strong. We'll pull through together.
We'll carry the weight, bro. We got strong backs here. We'll carry the weight, Rumble. We'll carry your water.
All right. Let's say hi to Tennessee Homesteader next. Tian, how you doing, man?
Could be better.
Yeah. You had a storm coming.
Yeah. So
man.
We had a very weird storm go through Saturday night. Really weird. The thunder and the lightning was, I swear, it sounded like a truck was falling down the mountain where I live. And on Sunday, going to church, I find this on my driveway.
Damn.
Right. So
when that happens, and that's like, how long does that take you to go out there with a chainsaw and clear it, at least to use your driveway?
To use the driveway one day.
Okay.
The rest of it to a couple of days, because this is what the tree looked like.
Jesus.
Tian, were you by that tornado that came through?
No. I'm in northeastern. I'm up by way north of Knox.
Okay, good.
Yeah. No, that's why we were on the eastern side of Tennessee. Not that we're immune to tornadoes, but definitely not like western and central Tennessee. But and then this is what happens when lightning hits it.
Oh, wow.
That's what took it down. It exploded. I don't know if you can see this shard right here. Yeah. They were all over. There's a one over here, some of them up to 6 feet long. This thing just exploded. It's not rotten or anything, because I had another shot that I took close up. It's a poplar, and it's perfectly, this would have been money lumber, right? Or processing type of lumber. But no, it just exploded.
That's wild. That's wild. It would have been a sight to see, like seeing that in real time.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't. Yeah, some of these would have skewered you, because this one right here is taller than you. This up here is about 15 to 20 feet off the ground.
Wow.
This was like a 50-foot tree.
Damn.
So if you were sitting next to that, you probably would have gotten shrapnel pretty easily, right?
Oh, pretty easily. Yeah. There was shrapnel at least 15, 20 feet away from it.
Wow. Crazy.
Yeah. So that was it. That's going to be my job for the next few days. Although I may have to call a tree service because on the way down, they took out a couple of branches of a very large oak that's right near it. And they're way too high up for me to deal with. So I need a boom.
Yeah.
So I might end up, I contacted a tree service to come out and take a look at it. So I may just have them handle it.
You got firewood for a while, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, added to the 6 or 7 cords I already have. Some of them are still in 5-foot length logs.
Yeah.
Got them stacked all over the place. The interesting part is I mentioned this to my church, my fellow, because this is when my wife and I were heading out to church, right? And so I sent it. So you can see some of the shards right here, right?
Mhm.
You can see these little ones. I mean, that's how I knew that it blew up, because these little guys, when a tree falls, normally it just falls at the root ball, and if it's rotten, it may split like it is. But this guy, you can see it's perfectly fine down here. You can see there's no rotten part at all. That's the core of the tree.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I sent a text to my preacher saying, guess who's not making it to church today? With the photo of this, right? And immediately I got back after the service that says, there's a whole bunch of guys that are willing to come over and help you if you need it. I said, no, I'm not going to, if you want to. No, I'm not going to deal with it until today, right? So that's how and then one other guy says, well, I can come over right after work tomorrow and help you out. And so that's how it rolls around here, which is really, really nice.
Yeah, absolutely. That strong sense of community.
Yeah, indeed. That's what you need around here when the shit that's about to hit is going to hit.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was it. That's my latest on the homestead.
Well, glad no one was hurt, and hopefully you get that all cleaned up and dealt with here in short order. All right, let's go to Pinata. Pinata, how you doing, man? How was your show today?
Pretty good. We had a like a movie day, so to speak.
Oh.
It was this thing I've been wanting to cover for a while. It's based on a book by Robert Greene. It's like the 48 Laws of Power, and it's kind of like this guy does these animations, and it's really well done, really well voiced over. So just because the guy had some other stuff I was going to do, so in lieu of not doing a show, I was like, okay, I'll finally unload that thing, and I think it's got a couple more parts that are soon to come. So maybe we'll do something like that another month or two when the guy finishes that up. But yeah, just kind of went through that, and then just because Trump didn't testify, there really wasn't much else to cover. But I can report that according to Michael Cohen, we are going to annex Hockeyville and Sombrero Land in 2025. So
what the fuck? What does that mean?
He says we're going to annex Canada and Mexico with Trump.
Is that what Trump's going to do? Okay.
It's the North American Union, not the way they thought it was.
Right, dude.
Yeah. I mean, they're talk about hyperbole, man. They got a 10,000 gallon tank and they're going to the bottom of it.
Oh my God, where do they get these people, dude?
That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. All right, well, I guess that's the new agenda Trump's running on, is taking over Mexico and Canada. Sure, we'll roll with that.
I think Canada would be actually okay with that at this point.
Yeah, I think they want that.
The Canadian people would, for sure.
I think they'd be okay with that.
Yeah. All right. Let me take care of our sponsors on today's show, and then we'll jump into some stuff here. First, we have Earth Garden Botanicals, an awesome company up in Montana, run by our friend Jolene. She makes these wellness products. They're fantastic. The CBD products, the CBD oils, the tinctures, the Delta R&R nighttime gummies, the Arnica salve for your sore joints and muscles. It's a topical cream infused with CBD oil or without it. All of the ingredients for these are locally grown, organically grown on small Montana farms. The value here is unbelievable for the price. You will not find a higher quality CBD products at this price. So give them a try. The flavors are great and the products are incredibly effective. There's a lot of other stuff too, like fire cider to help breathe more clearly, clears your sinuses. It's a really awesome little concoction. The elderberry tonic is really good for your respiratory health, really good for boosting your immune system. That also good to check out there as well. Great to have in the medicine cabinet if you feel a cold coming on. It can make a big difference. If you like drinking tea, there's 4 different tea blends to choose from here. They're all unique and tasty, very enjoyable. So can't recommend those enough. And then the critter juice, keeping the insects, mosquitoes, and all those annoying pests away with this all natural insect repellent. It's great. It doesn't smell bad. It doesn't leave you feeling like you're wearing something when you spray it on. It just you kind of quickly forget about it. It's a really awesome product that works really well. That's coming from someone here that really gets eaten alive by mosquitoes and bothered by the insects a lot when I'm outdoors. This stuff has been a game changer for me. One of those absolute, just paradigm shifting products that completely has reshaped my relationship with the woods and the outdoors in general, because I don't come home with 1,000 itchy welts all over me. And there's a version of the product for dogs and cats as well. So go check it out, earthgardenbotanicals.com. Right now, our promo code 412 is worth 20% off. It's usually only 10% off, but until the end of the year, it will be 20% off. So get your orders in before the new year. Load up. It's a great opportunity to load up, to buy gifts for other people. If you want to, buy some stocking stuffers and things like that, it's a really good opportunity to do so with the double discount. So go check it out at earthgardenbotanicals.com. Promo code 412 for 20% off your order. And then we also have our friends at Integral Networks. integralnetworks.com. Integral Networks is a third-party IT provider located up in the Northwest. They do an amazing job helping companies of all sizes and setups save time, effort, and money on their IT systems. They do that by using a number of really interesting services. The one I always highlight is the Integral Secure Workspace. The Integral Secure Workspace, basically what that is you work with Integral Networks to set up virtual desktops for your users on an Integral Secure server. And what that does is, instead of your users doing all their work locally on their local machines, they use their device to log into the server and do their work remotely, offering you the advantage of two things. One, all the software and applications they use, you kind of control the updates, the installation, and the availability of those. So you don't have to worry about managing that on each individual machine. The other major upside to this is your company data. Your company data never leaves the Integral Secure server. It doesn't have to live on your users' local machines. It's just a way safer way to manage your company data using this product. Now, if this isn't something that you're interested in, they offer many other IT services, whether it's data backup and recovery, cybersecurity. If you need to install like a Cisco device for a major commercial network, they can help walk you through and consult on that. They do break and fix solutions. They do pretty much anything you would expect a help desk in an office building to do. So they're an America First company, a great way to support the parallel economy and save a lot of time, effort, and money without building out all that infrastructure you would need for an IT help desk. If you want to get in touch with them, there's a couple ways to do it. The number is 916-626-4000. That's 916-626-4000, or go to their website, integralnetworks.com, and there's this book a consult little button here, and you can reach out and start the process of seeing how they could fit in to your business or organization. So there you go. Those are our sponsors today. Wonderful companies, Integral Networks and Earth Garden Botanicals. Please continue to support our sponsors, and please continue to support this broadcast as well. Give it your repost on Pilled, and give us a red pill as well. Help us continue to find more and more viewers on and off the platform. Share the links, and away we go. Scott, this is going to be our final show together in 2023, man. This is
Crazy.
December. How would you describe this year, man? If you had to kind of sum up 2023 in a few sentences, how would you do that?
I would say extremely challenging. personally, and with my career doing this. It's definitely been the hardest year I've had. Just for a lot of reasons, but I've had those thoughts of going back into the workforce. Seeing when I started doing these shows, I had multiple income revenue streams, right? And I can see those drying up as the years have been going on, and trying to constantly figure out, okay, how am I going to continue to do this and support a family? And that has been extremely difficult. And this isn't woe is me attitude at all. It's not even that. It's just when we moved down here about 2 years ago, it was relatively pretty cheap. And now Nashville is probably just as much as expensive as where I lived in New York. It's probably because I live around the city. But as far as like, you just feel like you're getting strangled, right? And I know it's not just me, it's everybody feeling this. And God always continues to open doors. And I had my baby daughter. My wife being pregnant again with two boys was not easy. That's never it's never easy. And adjusting to two children, being away from family and friends for this long, I've never done it before. There's a lot of challenges, dude. But I feel like next year is going to be a little bit. I'm hoping next year is going to be a little bit better. But this year has just been crazy, and I feel like as much as it's been difficult, I think we've all had to adapt, and we've become very resilient. And with the Mats offering me what they offered me as far as going exclusive, it's honestly the only reason why I'm still able to do this full time. And I was literally just talking to Kate and Tom about this. If I thank God every day that I had the foresight that I did when I met the Mats, because if I didn't and I just brushed them aside, I wouldn't be here anymore.
Yeah.
So I feel very fortunate and very grateful despite those struggles. And God is still going to continue to open doors, not just for me, but for yourself, Adam, for everyone that's on here. I do believe that. And we might it's going to be a struggle session for a little while. It's not perfect. Pilled has a lot of things to clean up still, but as you can see, man, it's serving a purpose. Rumble's down. And while you were doing your ads, I was talking shit about Rumble on my Telegram the entire time and trying to get people over to your stream. So I just feel blessed on top of the struggles, man. And I think next year, all this time leading, man, all this bullshit we've been through, and also all the stuff we learned with Q and everything that we've gone through together is going to really get us ready for this final year. And we have no idea what's going to happen. I think it's going to be a victory, but it's going to be an emotional roller coaster. We may see things we have never seen before. So I'm just getting ready for that, man. I'm ready for 2023 to be over, and I'm ready for Trump to come back, dude.
No, I'm ready for that as well. So I mean, you bring up a lot of interesting stuff when it comes to doing shows like this. How much we've been chased around the internet, demonetized, fucked with, kicked off, banned, shadow banned. I mean, it's been a ride. I still remember YouTube days, and then going to D Live, trying to set up shop there, only to be screwed over again. It has been wild. Do you feel though like 2023 was kind of 2022, 2023, kind of like the rock bottom for independent media creators like us, right? Where we really had to find a foundation for ourselves, somewhere that we could get some sure footing. And I feel like we hit that, but we have something solid to build on now, right? With Pilled coming into a bit more maturity in its development, and the growing and user base and whatnot, and then also Elon Musk buying Twitter. While it's still far from perfect, I mean, it's way better than it ever was. So we kind of there seems to be some things in the works that do allow you to see a bit of a light at the end of the tunnel. I mean, I think the future is very bright from this point forward. I think it's as hard today as it's ever going to be to do what we do, and it's only going to be.
I 100% agree with that, dude. Because look at when we all lost our YouTube channels, right? It was on October 15th of 2020, and that was all related to the Hunter Biden laptop story, right? And Twitter ran the smoke screen for these pedophiles, right?
Yep.
And I think Elon Musk was literally just quoted in his Spaces yesterday saying that he'd be willing to go to jail if it means him having to preserve free speech, because they were saying, like, what if another scandal comes out against the Bidens or whoever it is that might hurt Joe Biden, someone else in Joe Biden's family that might have ties and who knows what, right? And he basically said, like, I'll go to jail if I have to. Like, we're not going to run cover anymore for these people. And I think that's a huge game changer for us. And also him going after Media Matters, because for the longest time, dude, for me personally, they've been my personal boogeyman. Every time they put out an article about any way of income, whether it's buy me a coffee or podcast, whatever it was, the next day.
How many things did they get you? Did they specifically get you kicked off of? Because they've written multiple articles about you.
It's probably got to be over at least 10 platforms, from Shopify to PayPal to Venmo, all the social media platforms, the podcasting platforms.
They got you booted off Cash App too. I've never heard of anybody getting booted off Cash App.
Yep.
But they got you booted off Cash App too, didn't they?
Cash App. Yep. Buy me a coffee. So it's got to be probably between 10 and 12, I'm guessing. So that's that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, he wants to sue these fuckers. And I already said, like, if Elon gets them, because he didn't just say Media Matters. He said he's going to go after the people that fund them too. And if he's successful in that, man, I already said to my own audience, I will throw a 24-hour celebration stream and bring everybody on that's been canceled and just have a fucking good time and celebrate the demise of this evil propaganda outlet that they are. And I think Elon, I always thought about suing them myself, but I'm like, I don't have the resources for this, but Elon certainly does.
Right. You should contact me. Hey, can I get in on this? We turn this into like a class action situation here.
Well, yeah, dude, if he can make them bleed, why can't some of us maybe pull together and maybe do some more damage on top of it? Because I feel like, if their story, they manipulated things to make it look like, they were supporting, anti-Semitic shit, which we all know is ridiculous, but it still happened. But yeah, dude, to get back to your point, I agree with what you said. I think this is as rock bottom as it can get. I mean, like, I'm living off the platform that I helped made at this point, and that's all I have. So if we can survive that and build from there, we're good, dude. We're totally good.
Do you take all the banning and the articles written about you and the demonetization? Do you take it all as a badge of honor? Like, how do you like balance the frustration of having to continually start over, rebuild on these different places, being chased around, with the fact that these people, these powerful people, look at you as a threat to what they're trying to accomplish? I mean, there's got to be some sense of pride or badge of honor like feeling when they specifically call out you. It's got to, on some level, feel as good as it is frustrating, right?
It used to bother me a lot, especially when I started, because I was kind of blown away. I'm like, I'm just a dude in a kitchen in a 1-bedroom apartment that just decided I needed to get my thoughts and feelings out on a YouTube channel. Like, that's how it all started with me. And with Trump and then the Q drops came in, it changed kind of how I viewed the world. And I'm like, these guys are threatening to take away my livelihood. I'm like, I was infuriated, but also kind of just confused at the same time. I'm like, why is someone like me such a threat and our friends such a threat to these people? And it's really the truth, man. It's just the truth of the honesty of what we were talking about. And if anything, dude, I have an example for my kids, my boys, one day be like, this is what it looks like to challenge evil. This is just a smidge of what they'll do. Like, it starts with the smears, right? I mean, if you get to the next levels, you end up in jail, and then possibly even worse. You know what I mean? I don't think that's going to happen to us necessarily, but we've seen that with other, quote, big influencers. And not that I'm a fan of those people, but if they want to take you out, they have ways and means to do it. So, for me, it's more than anything at this point, dude, not a victim thing anymore. I'm grateful for it. If it didn't happen, I don't think Pilled would have been a thing. And, when one door closes, another opens, and I'll be able to, show my boys, this is exactly what happened to me. I have all the articles screenshot and archived for a possible lawsuit against Media Matters. I have it all in a folder just in case the day was come. But if it doesn't, I'll show my boys what it looks like. This is what they wrote about your father. Some QAnon, psychopath lunatic that wanted to, take over the country for all the white people. It's just ridiculous.
What, in your opinion, Scott, what's the future look like for live streaming platforms? Like, are we going to see another YouTube situation where you have like a dominant mainstream one and people eventually, or do you think that this is going to continue to be more niche platforms like Pilled, Odyssey, Cloud Hub, like they're all going to have their little space to exist. They're all going to offer a little something different. There's legitimate competition. Like how do you see that playing out?
If I were to go back, I wouldn't want to be on another YouTube. And I don't think it's gonna be more niche, like you said. I think right now the most important thing we can be doing, whether it's in real life or digitally, is creating our own communities. And my own self-realization was that I don't need the 8,000 live viewers to feel like I made it and I can continue doing this. Like I've been living off of literally the 700 to 800 live viewers I've had for 3 years now, comfortably, not, I don't need millions of dollars. I don't need all these fancy advertisers. And to me, that's everything. And if all I have to do is show up and give my audience valuable information and make it fun and level up their own lives, and they want to pay me, throw some money in the bucket on the way out the door, I think that's honestly the best thing you can do. And like Pilled and all these other little places, I think they're going to just grow into their own things, and that's the best way forward. I think at this point, I don't think we need another YouTube. As bad as I would love their algorithm for findability, so we can make our own. That's what I would love. One day, if we can figure that out, dude, Pill will be on the top of the mountain. But I think that's all we can do right now. I think it's the best thing we can do. And for other content creators out there right now, it's probably the hardest time to start if you want to do this full time. But I say just fuck it, just go do it. You got to start at some point, but you're gonna have to work your ass off even harder than we did. That's for sure.
Oh, absolutely. The Elon owning Twitter, I feel like, is going to have like this trickle down effect for a lot of these other platforms, right? Because I feel like you need to have like that town square, that major platform where both sides of the aisle come to, the major institutional, media, politicians, influencers, people like us, and just your average everyday Americans all can be kind of in the same place having those conversations. Because I think that those will feed the rest of it, right? Like if we can share our Pilled streams on a platform like Twitter without being banned or shadow banned or screwed with, it's only going to help, continue to feed these other places as well that do different things than Twitter. So I feel like the combination of platforms like Pilled developing and becoming more stable and feature rich, combined with the capture and democratization of one of the major ones, in this case Twitter, I feel like it's a perfect storm going into an election year to really centralize a lot of the attention and clicks and traffic throughout a lot of these things. I feel like there's a huge opportunity about to reach our doorstep. Would you agree with that?
I agree, man. I totally agree with that. And it feels like for the first time, we aren't the main targets. It felt like that the last, 2-3 years. Everywhere we went, like I was worried about payment processors now next, banks next going after us. Like that's where my mind was going, because that was the progression. Because I'm like, there's nothing else. There's not really much else they can take me out on, So with now Elon Musk now in the crosshairs, you're right. I feel like a lot of the attention is more on him and Twitter, because that is where I feel like anyone that's got a big voice or anything that's being actually discussed, a real topic, it's on that platform now. Yeah. And if we have to, I hope their live streaming does get better on Twitter, because I'll just funnel people from Twitter to Pill. Like that's where my mind's at for everything going forward. If there's a new platform that comes up that's really good, that doesn't censor, I'll be on it. And I'm just going to keep funneling people to Pill, and that's all I'm going to ever do at this point. And that's I think that's the best option forward. And I'm, whether people like or not, don't like Elon Musk, I think he's at least pro human race and pro free speech. I think we can say that pretty comfortably. As far as his other endeavors, I can't speak for it. But if the man said, if he's willing to go to jail, if another scheme comes up, if the FBI does not want him to put out a story, I don't think he's lying at this point. I think he's proven himself. So it's going to be interesting, dude, for sure.
Well, yeah, he has the resources to defend himself against,
right.
Like you or I, it would be very, very difficult to defend ourselves against the federal government. Elon Musk has more money than anybody else on the planet. So the legal team and his ability to fight back would be substantial. So I don't think that there's anything that they're going to really do from the federal government standpoint against them. I think that they just realized they lost a major asset, and that's why they were freaking out so bad when Elon Musk bought Twitter. They know how big that's going to be come 2024, especially moving into the election, right? Just think about what they had to do, between October and mid-January of 2020 or 2021.
Yep.
We were kicked off of almost every platform. They censored the Hunter Biden laptop story. When the election steal happened, you couldn't post hardly anything about it without being shadow banned or removed altogether. They really went full censorship complex on the platform between that time, and desperately trying to keep the narrative where it needed to be for them. The fact that they're losing that going into 2024 definitely has to have them rattled. Like, it has to have them extremely worried about their ability to keep people in line from the way they think and perceive the events going on. So
yeah, and he's given all these big names platforms, right, on these spaces. Flynn, I mean, I have some takes on all, some of these content creators, but Elon is giving them a platform. I mean, Alex Jones just came back now.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on that? Alex Jones. I mean, you could say a lot of different things about Alex Jones, and
Yeah.
I have some thoughts about him, some good, some bad. But I will say this before I get into any of those: he is the most censored man, I think, maybe ever on these platforms. But what are your thoughts on Alex Jones's return to Twitter?
I've been saying for a while, I thought he was a full-blown shill, because a lot of things he did say about Q back in the day, and that was during that time, and some lies I've caught him in before. But nowadays it's like, it's the way I look at like someone like a Phil Godlewski. Sometimes I'll turn on his stream knowing exactly what he is, and I'll just be entertained by it and know that he's definitely a shill. Like, I'm not comparing him to Alex Jones in any kind of way that they're the same. It's just the same idea in my head when I look at Alex Jones. I don't know his background. I don't know who's actually paying his pockets. I don't know if he's a shill for Israel. He could be. But the way I look at him is I have that reservation, but I can still find use in him and find him entertaining. And no matter what, I feel like, if you believe in free speech, you believe in free speech. If your opposition is given a voice, or they should have a voice. And for a lot of people, that was Alex Jones. So I'm totally okay with it. I just want to see where this kind of new alternative media with Tucker Carlson, Alex Jones, Elon Musk giving these guys gigantic platforms again, like, where is that going to go? Are they going to become gatekeepers? I don't think so, but I'm very hesitant. But that's why I'm saying, like, I'm good with what we have on Pilled. They're going to be the powerhouses on places like Twitter, and it's gonna be interesting to see how that develops. But I'm glad he's back. I think people can change, and I think Alex Jones understands the position he's in now. And I think he was surprised Elon let him back in, and he did a vote, and it was like a 70-30 split. So the people spoke, man, and I like that. I like that Elon does that. Let the people of your platform speak, and it breaks, and it's not through voting machines. So you're not going to get fraud minus some bots here and there. But I think it was a great move for Elon and a great move for Twitter. So we'll see who else, whatever white supremacist Elon Musk brings in next. So it'll be good. It'll be good times.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know how he could call it a free speech platform or sit there and act like some kind of free speech warrior while Alex Jones was banned from the platform. Like, you can't sit there and advertise yourself as a free speech platform while you have a major figure like Alex Jones unable to speak on the platform. It just doesn't make sense. So I don't know how much choice Elon really had, while he's trying to sell this idea that he's a free speech warrior. I look at Alex Jones as a disclosure mechanism for the deep state in a way, and I could be completely off, but to me, I think he comes out to tell you a lot of true things, and then turn himself into an absolute clown in the process. Because at the same time, discredit the message, right? Like, he'll bring up all these really brilliant points and then pound the table and talk about like how he's going to eat his neighbors or gay frogs or whatever it is. Give the Stephen Colberts and Jimmy Fallons of the world ammunition to discredit him completely as a person. Then all of a sudden it's like, I go out and I say something to my friends about something going on, like, oh, you sound like that Alex Jones guy. And then everything I say after that's dismissed. So I feel like he puts a lot of really good information out there, but at the same time does it with a clown mask on so that nobody takes that information seriously. And I don't know if it's intentional or just how he entertains or what, but to me it feels it feels intentional. It feels like there's a purpose behind it, and it's not a good one. But at the same time, I think that he's a good exercise in how to separate the message from the messenger and learn how to discern each individual thing that is said without, it's Alex Jones, so I'm not going to believe anything, or it's this person, so I'm going to believe everything they say. I think it's a good lesson in how to discern, from an individual source like that. So, all right. What about Tucker Carlson? He's starting a new media company. Do you see that?
Yeah, I did. I saw the new video. It's like TCN or something like that.
Yeah, so it's called the Tucker Carlson Network. So Carlson to host multiple new shows that include long-form interviews, commentaries, news reporting, and in-depth investigations. The press release read, Tucker Carlson Network, a new video subscription service officially launched at tuckercarlson.com, announced Tucker Carlson, Neil Patel, and Justice Wells. I've never heard of Neil or Justice before, if I'm being honest with you guys. Says Patel is the company's CEO running business operations. Wells is president and oversees all programming and content. Tucker released a statement, quote, news coverage in the West has become a tool of repression. Reporters no longer reveal essential information to the public. They work to hide it. We plan to tell the truth about things that matter clearly and without fear. The Tucker Carlson News Network, TCN, will be home to multiple new programs. Access to both free, ad-supported, and paid premium video content will be available on tuckercarlson.com. Carlson's non-subscriber video content will continue to be available on X, and audio versions of that content will be available as a podcast titled The Tucker Carlson Podcast. So it sounds like it's going to be another premium streaming service. So there will be a paywall on it, with some stuff that'll be, I guess, free on Twitter. So I don't know how much of that's going to be, hey, you have to pay me for this versus what's going to be readily available to people. But I don't know. Him doing it on his own website is interesting. He's not posting up on Rumble or doing everything on Twitter. He's really trying to drive things to his own website. What are your thoughts on that? That's smart on his part, or if you were him, would you be leveraging one of these?
No, dude. I'd be doing exactly what he's doing. Build your own shit and funnel all those people. Dude, Twitter alone is he going to be able to funnel? He's got so many followers on Twitter. He doesn't need Rumble. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rumble's not. That's my biggest gripe with Rumble. There is no findability. There is no growth there. There is no way to survive there. And on for whatever reason, people at least for me, just did not donate on Rumble. I cannot survive on Rumble rants, on top of the ridiculousness of having to deal with Canadian, checks and all that other crap that they do. So I think him doing his own thing, it was exactly what I'm doing. And I'm happy he's putting a paywall up, because he's going to he has his following already, and they will follow him wherever he goes. And he's already set for life, I'm assuming. So everything he's getting now, man, is just gravy. So I'm all for it, dude.
Yeah, no, I think it's a smart move too, not rely on anybody else. And it also, I mean, he can really just say what he wants to say, without worrying about terms of service, hate speech, things like that. Like he's controlling his own destiny. He has the resources to do it. So it'll be interesting to see if he starts adding other shows or opening that up for other content creators to join the network, or if it's just going to be stuff that he puts together himself. But either way, very excited to see Tucker Carlson go independent, and we'll see how much that drives away from the Fox News scam. What do you think of Tucker Carlson as a potential VP for Donald Trump? He says God would have to yell at me very loud to get me into the political arena and run for vice president. He said that being around politicians would be so repulsive.
Dude, that's the thing. Like, now that we know what Tucker Carlson actually thinks about a lot of things, it's the same way with me. I don't know how I wouldn't be able to coexist among pedophiles and perverts and just the bottom of the barrel scum human beings that run our country. But maybe it takes a special person to want to be around that, to have that as motivation to oust these people. Is that Tucker? I don't know. But I think Tucker, just with this announcement that we just talked about, I think he wants to do his own thing. And I think wasn't it Melania Trump? It was an Axios article saying that Melania Trump wants Tucker, or she's kind of put, that's like her favorite for Trump, for her husband, as far as, the VP.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I don't know how much, I'm sure Trump respects her thoughts. I don't know how much he weighs that into it, but I did see, it was the Coolidge Project. I talked about this a couple weeks ago. They mentioned that they had some source that Ben Carlson is Trump's favorite at the moment. And that was from an anonymous source. We don't know if that's true, but that name didn't even cross my mind. And I thought that was a pretty interesting, that would definitely be the, Trump a racist narrative. See that go completely. They'll probably want to do the, make him out to be a white boy, Ben Carlson after that, but where they would go with that. But yeah, I have this conversation all the time. I don't know. Is it really important as far as who Trump's picked for VP? It is important, but I don't know if it's like super, like, who's it going to be as far as like this personality, the way, because I look at Mike Pence, dude, and I'm like, I don't remember really too much like Mike Pence even doing anything. Like speaking wise, there wasn't really too much I could remember that really stood out with me with Mike Pence. I mean, but I could be wrong. But as far as Tucker Carlson, I think he's got his own thing, dude. He wants to do his own thing. He probably wants. I mean, he's traveling the world right now, interviewing all these awesome people. I think he might interview the guy from Argentina. He just had Kid Rock, I think, come out today. Like, he's living the life, dude. I don't think he wants to deal with that. I wouldn't want to deal with that.
No. I mean, look, if I had the career Tucker Carlson did,
right,
and the amount of money that he's made, I mean, he was making upwards of 30 mil a year at Fox for quite a while, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's good, dude.
Yeah, so why in the world would you ever want to put yourself through the absolute shit show that would be running as Donald Trump's VP? I mean, it would be really, I guess it would be kind of a cool experience in some ways, but at the same time, like, you're putting yourself right in the crosshairs of all of the worst people. And your family, every person in your social circle would instantly kind of come under, I don't want to say under attack. That might be too strong of a way of putting it, but I'm going to say that because let's be real, they will attack, but under attack from the entire mainstream establishment, in every direction. They'll come for him. So
yeah,
I don't see why he would want to. You're absolutely right. All right, so I want to shift gears here, and you know what? Before I do, I'm going to do this a bit early today, just to not break up the conversation too much, since I'm kind of switching topics right now. We don't have a lot of people on Rumble or the other platforms today, but we are going to go ahead and shut those off now. And go exclusively to pilled.net for the rest of today's show. There's only 60 or 70 people watching on Rumble because it's so dead. Normally at this point in the show, we have about 400 or 500. So we're going to go ahead and turn off Rumble, DLive, YouTube, and Twitter. Those of you guys watching on those platforms, you can come find us over at pilled.net for the remainder of the show. So I'm going to put those links in the DLive and Rumble live chats are also in the description underneath Rumble and underneath YouTube as well. Those of you guys watching on YouTube, we just got our channel back after a 2-week long suspension over medical misinformation. I have no idea what exactly I said that was medical misinformation, but
interesting.
I medically misinformed somebody. They're big mad about it. So,
but men and women are women. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, right. So we're going to do that. I'm going to play a quick little video. It'll help you guys find your way over, and then we'll come back on the other side and shut down these other platforms and continue on with the second half of the show exclusively on the home of free speech, pilled.net. We'll see you guys in 60 seconds.
Pilled.net is proud to host 412 Productions, exclusively on the true home of free speech. To continue watching the show, we are here to help you over to Pilled. If you're new to the platform, just click on the welcome link provided. It will then automatically walk you through signing up for your free account. If you already have a Pilled.net account, follow the link provided directing you straight to 412 Productions channel. We are excited to have you join the Pilled family, and if you have any questions at all, please email support@Pilled.net. Enjoy the rest of 412 Productions on Pilled.net. Free speech lives here.
All right. Thank you guys for sticking with us here. It is now time to say goodbye to the other platforms. Again, Rumble, YouTube, DLive, Odyssey, Cloud Hub, and Twitter. Come find us over at Pilled.net. Those links are in the live chats. They're in the video description beneath the Rumble and YouTube channel. So come on over and continue hanging out. If you're not going to jump over, no hard feelings. We'll be back tomorrow. Oh, no, I won't. There is no show tomorrow. I meant to make that announcement earlier. No show tomorrow or next Tuesday. So this Tuesday, tomorrow, and a week from Tuesday, I think that's the 19th. I have holiday parties for the day job that are going to conflict with our normal show time. So we'll be back on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern time. So just so everybody knows, no show tomorrow, no show Tuesday the 19th either. And then I'll let you guys know about the week of Christmas, when and where I'll be popping up. But yeah, no show tomorrow, guys. But we will be back on Wednesday. So hop on over to Pilled.net to continue watching with us. If not, have a great rest of your Monday. And we'll catch you guys on Wednesday. So let's say goodbye to DLive, Rumble, Twitter.